all you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens, my name is Elaine, and I want to welcome you back to my Primal TCG bootcamp, where I'll be hosting classes to help you learn how to play and grow accustomed to the game. In today's lesson, I'm going to begin a review of turn flow and progression. Following the game setup, the game commences with turns that contain 5 different phases. The phases are as follows and in the following order: start phase, main phase, organization phase, battle phase, and end phase. To help keep things digestible, I'm going to focus on both setup and the start phase in today's lesson. And now, without any further ado, I'm going to jump right into things with setup. To set up a Primal TCG match, one must follow these steps. 1. Place your field card face up in your field area. 2. Shuffle your deck. Once it has been shuffled, place your deck face down in the deck area. 3. Decide who goes first and begins as the turn player. You can roll a die, flip a coin, or use another method of your choice to determine who this player will be. 4. Make sure your turn marker is set to 0. 5. If a field card triggers an effect at the start of the game, for example, 0001 Henrata, activate that effect now, initiating a chain starting with the turn player if applicable. 6. Draw a hand of 6 cards to begin the game. Please note that if you're unsatisfied with any of the cards drawn initially, you have the option to move any number of them to the bottom of your deck. Draw an equal number of cards, then shuffle your deck. This action can only be performed once per game. Once the players have completed all these actions, they are ready to begin the game. Although many of the start phase's steps aren't applicable to the first turn of a Primal TCG match, I've decided to discuss it next since it's the first phase of each turn and I don't wish to accidentally confuse anyone by describing turn progression out of order. The start phase is always performed in the following order. 1. Remove a single permanent counter from each permanent X strategy card currently in play, which is under the turn player's control. If removing this counter results in the last one being taken from a card, promptly relocate it to the owner's essence area and cease applying any continuous effects associated with it. When multiple permanent X strategy cards are slated for the removal of permanent counters, the removal of counters or, in the case of permanent X strategy cards with the last counter removed, the movement to the essence area occurs simultaneously. If a trigger effect is poised to activate in reaction to the removal of a counter or a card's relocation to the essence area, like a permanent strategy shedding its final counter, it triggers immediately. 2. Any effects that were applied earlier or in a previous turn and are meant to last until the start of the current turn cease to apply. Any actions directed to be carried out at the start of the turn by an effect previously applied or during a previous turn are executed now. 3. If a trigger effect activates because the turn player has entered the start phase, that effect would activate now. An example of one of these effects would be any card that states at the start of your turn. 4. The turn player draws a card. There is an exception to this rule if it's the first turn of the game. In other words, this step is omitted during the first turn of the game for the player going first. 5. Move right along into the main phase. And there you have it, my Primal TCG bootcamp about setup and the start phase. What did you think of my bootcamp? Did I leave anything out, or did I answer all of your burning questions? Let me know down below in our shared class notes. I always like to know what you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens think. And if you like what you saw here today, please smash that like button until it's blue. Subscribe, ring that bell so you'll always know when it's time for class. And I'll catch you all during our next bootcamp. Bye guys!
Hey all you kings, queens, and in-betweens, I just wanted to let you know that the folks over at Primal TCG have set up a promo for just our viewers. Use the promo code KINGS10 at shop.primaltcg.com for $10 off your purchase. I recommend popping in for the deck box bundle. For just $60 and $50 with our code, you get one of their premium deck boxes and their extended promo bundle, including a promo pack, a pre-release pack, and 2 demo decks. Everything you need to get started.
Hi, Tisha Valenza, aka Poison Ivy, and you've just been watching King's Entertainment Reviews. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.